Hello, my friend. Today we are going to be doing a quick comparison because Culture Hustle's The World's Pinkest Pink has gotten even pinker. Let's take a look. So I've got here a 4x4 canvas, which I have painted half with black gesso. So we can also do a quick experiment to see what the Pinkest Pink looks like on both a white and a black background. I've got reusable mixing sticks, little tiny cups, and Culture Hustle's Super Base. This is the original pink, and this is the pinker pink. Seems a lot bolder, so I'm very excited to see what it looks like. I'm going to mix up some, probably just about a teaspoon of the color and a teaspoon of the Super Base, and we will go from there. Holy smokes, that's super bright and pink. I absolutely love it so far. All right, now on first glance, you can definitely see a difference. This is like a pale baby pink, and this is like a very bold, dark pink. I wouldn't say magenta, but it's definitely in that darker, bright, like Barbie pink kind of shade. I'm gonna mix them up with the Super Base, and I will see you when I'm done. I have finished mixing, and I gotta say, it's very strange. The Pinkest Pink, the original Pinkest Pink, is pretty fluid. See, it's got these nice drips. But my Pinker Pink is super thick. Look at that goop. I'm not really sure how to explain it. I definitely mixed them the same. I did 1 teaspoon of the color, and then I actually did 2 teaspoons of the Super Base. When I realized how thin this was compared to this, I did add a smidge more of the Super Base into the newer pink and a little bit more of the pigment powder in this one to see if I could even them out even a little bit, and I really just don't come close. So I'm sure that has something to do with Culture Hustle's new formula, and I am 100% happy about that. You all know, or I hope you all know by now, that I love thick and creamy paints. So without further ado, we are going to test these out. I'm going to do the original pink on the top layer and the newer pink on the bottom layer. We will do one, and we will see what that looks like when it's dry to decide how many more we may or may not do. So the original pink took about 20 minutes to fully dry, whereas the newer pink took about 30. So now that we've got them dry, I can definitely say this Pinker Pink is outrageously pinker. The black background causes some pause, so we'll definitely need to do at least 2 more coats to see how many we need to cover up that black background behind it, but I can already say that I am in love with the Pinkest Pink. Okay, here we are. We have done 10 coats of the original pink and 8 coats of the newer pink. I really love both of these shades. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out which one I like the most. Both of them are super fabulously pink, but the original seems to be on the lighter side, closer to a candy pink, and then the newer is closer to the dark side, like a raspberry or a magenta. The only possible difference between the two pigments, really besides the shade, would be the fact that when I mixed the newer pink with the super base, it came out a lot thicker. Now, I'm pretty sure that I mixed both pigments the exact same way, but I could be wrong. So the main thing to remember when mixing the pigment is to get it to your desired consistency. If you would like it thinner, I recommend just using a bit more of the super base, and if you want it to be thicker, then just use less super base. One other thing I would like to mention is that when you are painting layers, you're going to want them to be as thin and even as possible. You'll also want to make sure that it's completely dry before you apply another layer. That's because bits that dry at different speeds can cause cracks. I did experience that with this original pink, probably around the second or third layer, and then by the 5th layer I was able to resolve the issue. So if you get a crack, it's not the end of the world. Just keep that in mind when you're applying your layers. Now it's time for my favorite part. It's time for a blacklight test. Now, I do know from the review I did of the original pink that it does in fact glow, but I'm curious to see if it has changed or if it has not changed. So that's what we're gonna see. I'm gonna turn off the lights and we'll go from there. Wow, look at those glow. Oh, this just makes me love them even more. Both tones are different. I think it's a little bit more visible off camera than it is on camera, but the original still has its light baby pink tone, and then the newer pink seems to have a bit of an orange tone. Not a very heavy orange tone, but you can definitely see it because it's compared to the other pink. Oh, they're just so cool. Well, that blacklight test was definitely a success. I absolutely love these colors. They're both so beautiful in their own right, and I'm really happy that I still have some of the original pink to show this comparison to you, and also to use it a little bit more in the future. I do really like the new shade though. It is really bold, really vibrant, and I'm almost 100% sure that if you go to the Culture Hustle website, or I believe they also sell it on Amazon, you will be getting the newer PINKER Pinkest Pink. I hope that you have enjoyed this video as much as I had making it, and I hope it has inspired you to want to go out and try some Culture Hustle's Pinkest Pink for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Have a magical day.